Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review of 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After, Season 8, Episode 18, The Big Bad Heartbreak. Are y'all ready to get into this? Let's do it.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop.
auntie that everybody needs.
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Auntie that lies, sweet old auntie. Auntie that waits. Are you okay? Are you okay?
So, welcome back, everybody, and this is Auntie. And if this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I am not going to be before you long because this episode was some BS. If I had to rate this episode, scale of 1 to 10. Ooh, I probably would rate this episode a 3 in reality. If you would let me know downtown in the comment section what you would rate this episode, I sure will be looking. Everybody. I want to thank my longtime subscribers, my members, my nieces, and my nephews. Okay. Like I said, we're not going to be out here long. I don't cover all of the people, but I want to cover some of them. You know, I have not been really watching Rob and Sophie because I think that the relationship has been extremely toxic. And I saw, on this episode, I've just been kind of allowing myself over the last couple of weeks to look at like a little bit more of it, as opposed to what I was looking at first. And when I looked at, Rob having a conversation with April and telling her, that he didn't want to be with her anymore, and she went in a room, I would have thought that, she would have been overjoyed. I have not been paying attention to them because it's just been too much negativity around them. But the two of them are in an extremely toxic relationship. I know that, there was some stuff that went down with her mom, and her mom had released some stuff, and, just a hodgepodge of bull going on with this particular couple. And one of the things that I have noticed over the years of watching 90 Day Fiance is that they love drama that makes us uncomfortable. Let me close that because I don't want none of y'all uncomfortable. I may have to put like a little fastener or something in there. I don't want nobody get no ideas. So the next couple I want to talk about is Lauren and Alexi. Of course, Lauren has body dysmorphia. I don't know whether or not she has been diagnosed with it, since I didn't hear that she has been in any counseling. And I'm thinking, this girl has enough issues and enough problems, right? With trying to maintain her household, trying to be, relevant on 90 Day Fiance. And she's going to get these plastic surgeries and all of this. She has Tourette's. And I mean, she just got so much going on. I'm just wondering why the first thing that will come out of her mouth right off after a surgery such as she had, that she would be even talking about, having a second one. To me, I believe that, a lot of people are addicted to surgery. And if she has body dysmorphia, and I may be wrong, y'all let me know down in the comment section because I don't know a lot about it, but I'm just speaking from my sense of common sense. If you have body dysmorphia, it doesn't make a difference whether or not your breasts are pumped up to a size J bra. You are still going to have that morphia. Now, again, I may be wrong about it, right? But that's just the way that I see it. Unless she's going through extensive therapy or something like that, having plastic surgeries, I don't think is going to fix what Lauren is calling herself having. And then we have Jasmine and Gino, and of course, we know that this relationship is extremely toxic between the two of them. They're at the end. I have been hearing a lot of things on social media, particularly on Instagram, about, this woman, that woman, and all of that kind of dumb stuff. And I'm just like, you know what? She came over here, she got what she got, and she's going to get what she get. It's just as simple as that. Now, I did see the previews for the Tell All. And the Tell All, of course, is going to be aired while I'm on vacation, but I will be back afterwards. And then I really want to really have a conversation about it. I do like the fact that they are all in the same house. I think that is going to be exciting. And I can't wait to see that. Like, I cannot wait to see that, with all of them in the same house. It is what it is. But she, won for her, international Panama something, some BS. But the thing about it is you're in Jasmine is in a competition. And this is my opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think downtown in the comment section. But Jasmine is in a competition, right, y'all? And I'm looking at it and saying that, damn well you were sorry as hell. You were terrible. Anytime you are on a show and they are allowing you to film on the show, and the only thing that you get is bitch a crown for your for Panama. I said, girl, like they was like, we can't even fake give it to her. You know what I'm saying? We got to give it to somebody else. We don't care if yes. They was like, we don't care if the bitch foot is crooked. It just ain't going to her because she's sorry as hell. I'm sure that she has had a very diva-like attitude in the background, right? Especially since, she's brought the cameras to this particular place. And I'm gonna tell you, usually, when I look at these shows and stuff like that, like I'll Google stuff. Bitch, I didn't even Google the pageant, the name of the pageant, whether or not it was a real pageant. I just was like, whatever she can do to spend Gino's money and all of that kind of stuff. And then, she's so ungrateful and she's talking about, Gino wanting to be with anything but her. I can't really blame him for, the stuff that he says and he does. He puts himself out there for this particular woman. And I'm just hoping whatever negotiations that they came to, that the both of them walk away with what they agreed upon, bitch, because this relationship is just so phony and so toxic. And in Jasmine, just as a person, I understand that people are saying that, Jasmine is allegedly with some other man or whatever, someone she knew from the past. But, I'm not surprised by that. But she's still going to be an ugly bitch. Gonna have, brassicas that look like they made out of rocks and look like they defibrillators sitting on her chest. She's still gonna have alopecia and she's still gonna be an ugly bitch inside and out. And that's all I got to say about it. Y'all let me know what y'all think downtown in the comment section because I ain't got it to do. And then we got this angry black woman, right? That is just, harassing this damn man. Okay. What's her name? Ashley and Manuel. Like, this is just one evil bitch. And she just sits around her family and everything and let them torment the dog out of this man. Like, I watched it last week and I ain't cover her little sorry ass, but I'm gonna go ahead on the cover real quick, right? Because we in here and we gonna get in here and we gonna talk about our talk and we gonna speak our speak and we gonna talk our right. But I'm sitting up here looking at this girl, and she's trying to regulate the money that she's been giving this man, right? And I'm just like, don't switch up in the game. You know damn well that you was giving that man money, to support his family the whole damn time you was in a relationship with him. Because that's one thing about them, they gonna take care of their damn family. She knew he had kids, she knew he had a baby mama, she knew all of that kind of stuff, right? But she still wanted him, and she wanted him to the extent that she went downtown and filled out the damn paperwork, okay, to get him over here. Now she gets him over here. She wants to torment and embarrass the hell out of this man in front of all of her friends and her family and stuff. And she even got her sister coming up with some bullshit, right? Talking to, all of this talking, this yickety yang yang yak yak out of their damn mouth and everything. And she told me with $1,000, bitch, once you give me the money and I change the passcode on my account, it ain't none of your damn business where it is. You understand what I'm saying? They haven't had that relationship, and this man is sick of her tormenting him over some damn money. How much do you think? How much do you think that this man is going to continue to take from you? And here it is, you two to reconcile. You sitting up there on the side of the bed crying and everything, acting like you care about this man, and all you had to do was tell you what a mother had already told you, and now here you going to see. This is why I don't be covering all the couples, because I come out here and I act indignant and everything. You know what I'm saying? And then people be like, "Oh my God, Auntie, you was too hard." But I'm gonna talk my stuff, and y'all talk y'all stuff downtown in the chat. Why y'all so quiet? Go ahead on and let it have. And okay, like in back in the day when we used to sit up here and drag these people. If you disagree with what I'm saying, go ahead on and say something. I ain't gonna say nothing to you, but I'm telling you right now, I just cannot believe that this woman is sitting her ass on television and let her family and friends torment this man and bring up all his business. I mean, I'm just sitting up there saying, honey, you definitely ain't gonna get you no brother. A brother wouldn't date you. You sitting out there putting all his business out there in the damn street, and got your mother sitting up there with her raggedy, lonely ass, having the nerve to be talking about something. Ain't no mama. You ain't been a mama ever since the man came over this. Okay, all y'all been doing is pointing y'all finger. Y'all knew what it was. Tell me, where's my $1,000? Bitches, just deposited in the bank account where it's supposed to be, and I changed the password on your ass. Where has this family been? So they just want to embarrass this man. But I'm going to tell you one thing, honey. Ashley, you'll be embarrassed before this man will, because everybody see through your bullshit. Everybody see through your bullshit. And again, as I have asked y'all for over the last couple of weeks, how in the hell are y'all still looking at this show? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I am just so frustrated by the bullshit. It's just unbelievable to me. The stuff that we allow ourselves to ingest and take in. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a good Kiki and Kaka, and I know that we've been with 90 Day Fiance for some years. But I'm telling you right now, their time is running out for my ass. I'm trying to tell you. I have been telling y'all for what, 2 years? I know it's been a good damn solid 2 years that I have been wanting to wean myself off this show and stop covering this show. This is some bullshit. And this is the reason why, like I said, I was not covering all the other ones, because I knew I was going to bring my ass out here and get the ranting and cussing and acting a daggone fool out here on these YouTube streets about this daggone show that is just so contrived and so phony. And it's just insulting to your intelligence for you to sit up here and look at this bull crap going on and on and on. And then here we got Kobe and his daggone wife. They're going to go downtown, to a sonogram and tell the kids that they're going on an adventure. What kind of adventure it is for me to find out that mommy and daddy was laying up there in somebody else's household or in a hotel room, okay, and they got pregnant, and now they coming back and they want me to see the baby. Them kids don't understand what they looking at. An adventure. Just tell the kids that they're going to go and see the baby that mommy is pregnant. What's the big secret for? And then Kobe is sitting up here talking about he promised the father that he wouldn't bring another baby in his house. Now we done got some kind of news, I guess, sarcasm and everything. If y'all want me to cover it, y'all put a one down in the chat. I'll come out here and talk about the damn house. But now he's sitting up here up in these daggone people houses, good, these good old people. house child, and then brought her had another little baby. But guess what? At the end of the day, she should have been the one that was protecting herself, if you ask me. Y'all want me to cut? Y'all get on my damn nerve. I know Miss Pam ain't put a one in that daggone chat for me to cover the daggone house. I know Miss Pam did not. I know Pam did not. No, she didn't. Swade, she Londa. Y'all want me to? Okay, I'll do it for y'all. God dang it, I'll do it. Barbara. Y'all want to be ashamed of yourself. Y'all just like to see me come out here and cuss and holler and hoop and kill. No. But wait a minute, hold on. Let me ask y'all a whole nother thing. Did y'all want me to cover the stuff on Kevin? The one that was out there, he got his butt kicked on love at the lockup. And now child, he done sit out there and he out here for these daggone murder charges. Did y'all want me to go out there to talk about that too? I do that too. I got time tonight. It's early. I only got to work until about 2. But I'm sitting up there and I'm thinking to myself, Kobe made a commitment, but guess what? It was a partnership for the two of them. I'm not going to say that birth control is totally put on a woman, right? I'm not going to say that. I'm not ignorant enough to say that. I know better than that. But I'm just saying, as a couple, they both should have been trying to do something to make sure that they ain't had no daggone baby. And so, now they going to go sit up there and she going to little food and all that together and had a family out there, but she's sitting up in the daggone thing trying to connive and trying to make it, give Kobe a damn script of what Kobe is supposed to say, right? And Kobe ain't get the script together because Kobe want to have some integrity about the thing. He know that she don't have no damn respect for her parents and everything, so the script that she giving him, he like, I don't know if I can follow this bullshit or what it is. I have no idea, so he get out there and get tongue tied and twisted and all of this kind of stuff. And plus, it's a matter of the fact, okay, whether or not you like it or not, he know his damn place. Kobe know his daggone place. This girl has never kept a secret. She has never, been respectful to her husband, in my opinion. She has never put him first. She's always put him last, and whatever she do has to benefit her. She don't give a good rat's behind. Kobe, so basically they sat out there and told the parent, the little boy, they sitting out there, they beating around the little bush and all of that kind of stuff. And the little boy said, my mother got a baby in her stomach. I mean, point blank and simple. He don't have my daddy back, and I'm gonna tell my grandparents, my grandma, my grandpapa, of what's going on. And the father was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? What happened? And so he was like, mama, she was like, we pregnant and all that kind of stuff. And then now she want to pass the buck over to Kobe, okay? Like she respect him as the man of the household. She don't give a goddamn whether or not Kobe is the man of the household. She just sitting up there tongue tied and twisted because she knows she's pregnant. And she living down in her mother and father basement and all of that kind of stuff. And, he going out here every day, going out there working and all of that old kind of bullshit. She done already embarrassed him, as far as him wanting to stay over there, asking him how he going to make income and all that. Bitch, you ain't worried about how he was going to make income when he flew his ass over there because you was pregnant with that little boy, bitch. Now, all of a sudden, you concerned, you got care. Ooh. You got care and concern over that kind of old crap, girl. Shut girl by. That's all she want to do, in my opinion, is lay around and get pregnant. I mean, if you want to have 100 kids, bitch, that's on you. But don't be sitting up there increasing my tax dollars. Out of here. Get up out of here. And her mother and them like, okay, so did y'all look at a house? Kobe said that every house I looked at was habitable. Do you know where I came from? See, Kobe don't come from the same place that she come from. But the houses is not, they not for her. So yeah, we'll go ahead on and talk about the houses and stuff, the house that they got, or whatever. Because Kobe was like, at the end of the day, I don't want to bring no kids up in here. And you know what, if a couple make a decision, I know I'm talking fast, but I'm going to tell you, this is how irritated I was with this whole entire episode. And I will not be talking about Patrick, John, and Thaisa and Thais and her damn father, Carlos, and all of them. Because I really don't give a rat's behind about what's going on with this phony bull crap when he's sitting up there, got his father pimping him for dollars, okay? We will not be talking about them. Anyway, y'all lucky I'm talking about the other ones because I just was sitting up at it and I said, you know what, let me check myself. Am I just an angry black woman or woman, or am I just tired of the bullshit? It might just be part, it might be two parts. I don't know. It might be the same thing. I don't know. But she's sitting up there, and the houses don't look good enough for her or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, okay, but you know what? You take what you can get when you get what you need. If you're gonna keep your problem, your thing, okay. I just like, you know what, I ain't got it to do. And now we on to Michael and that daggone Skyla and that daggone Michael. So Angela's over there. She happy as she can be. This is the first time I have ever in the whole history of 90 Day Fiance, since I've been watching Angela when she came out on the stage from the beginning. This is the first time I have ever seen Angela happy, bitch. I have never seen Angela smile so much and flirt so much and bat her eyelashes so much and kiss so much. To be like, Angela is totally smitten with that daggone Michael. I have never, ever seen Angela this happy. Angela was happy. I just got to keep repeating that for the people in the back. Angela was happy. I've never seen this side of Angela. She is completely smitten with Michael and smitten at the fact that she accomplished something. That she got this man over here to the United States of America, honey, and he living up in her hoarded ass house. I know y'all ain't still putting ones in the child. Angela puts Michael in her little car. Angela had a cute little car. Cute little car. Cute little car. She riding with Michael and everything. Michael's excited and all of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I get to spend some time with you and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, you know what? Okay. Angela's really happy with Michael and Michael seems to be happy. But honey, the whole time that Michael was sitting there, it reminds me of a big ass math equation that I have to do sometimes, when I'm in work and stuff like that. And I'll be looking at them duckies and all them dollar bills. And I'll be like, okay, let me figure out how to multiply this by whatever okay. And the thing is, in the trillions of dollars, and you sitting on there. Bitch, Michael is sitting up there trying to plot, like the whole time Michael is trying to solve a mathematical equation. He is trying to find his way up out that. Okay, the only thing he's smiling, and in between all them smiling, honey, he is he is computing numbers and all kinds of strategies and escape routes and. And we see Angela happy and Michael is sitting up there, honey. I'm just waiting for the right thing or the wrong thing to happen so it can push my button and I can go hit on the press go and get all the soldiers in place, honey, for my departure. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Michael is on ball time. He is sitting up there plotting like a mug. I can see it all up in his eyes and his fingertips. He don't give a damn about what Skyla's saying. He just waiting for Skyla or one of them to go around and do the wrong thing. Child, Angela had him out there hanging up Christmas lights, which I thought was wrong what Michael did, right? Because he just doesn't understand American culture. But, he was out there, putting up the Christmas things, and the kids was talking about his feet was crusty. And they was like, you need to put lotion on them. But you know what? The thing about it is he says that the children, where he lives doesn't do that kind of stuff. I doubt it very seriously because children can sometimes be the meanest motherfuckers around. And kids are going to joan, they're going to do what they do. And I didn't think that what they did based on our custom. I don't know about your neighborhood, but kids joan, you know what I'm saying? And they don't mean no harm about it. And those kids, it was just as innocent as it could. Michael, you need some lotion on your feet, because, here in America, you better have some Vaseline, some oil, some coconut butter. You better have some Jergens. You better have some kind of lotion on your feet, right? Because we're going to say something about your feet because you know what? We look at feet, we look at shoes and all that kind of stuff. So I think that, it was just a misunderstanding on Michael's behalf. But anyway, Angela decided that her and Michael going to go and meet Skyla downtown to the restaurant and everything. And it's her friend Ray's restaurant and stuff like that. So, if you got a friend that got a restaurant, trying to impress. Plus, this is Michael's first time going out and everything. But Angela, with her bossy ass, sits down and her Skyla's sitting there. Skyla got that scowl on her face and all that kind of stuff. And she looking a little jacked up and stuff. And so, Michael was trying to, be accustomed here, to eating with them and eating American food and stuff like that. Because, this is his first introduction. And she take him to some half-ass high-end. Well, you know what? I don't know. Maybe in their town it's high-end. Before me, it wouldn't have been high-end. But, they went to this little restaurant, that her friend got. And he should be proud of himself. Congratulations for being an entrepreneur and all that kind of stuff. So, she tells Michael that, she want him to try some shrimp and grits. And I'm like, when they said chicken fingers, Michael was thinking, okay, it's actually the fingers off of a chicken. And so she was like, no, it's just a breast, a tenderloin, battered and all of that kind of stuff. And, you just kind of dip it. They didn't give him that much, detail, but I am. Okay. And so anyway, they going through the, thing and all of that kind of stuff. So the food come out. And, basically Angela wants Michael to taste his fish and grits. And so Michael, takes the fish and grits and not the fish and grits, the shrimp and grits. And he, smells it. Now I'm going to tell you right now, if you've ever been to a restaurant with me ever in your whole life, I smell my food. It is what I do. It is what it is. I smell my food. So, of course, Michael is smelling it and he's easing into the taste of it, right? Because, probably based on the food that he's used to looking at and all of that kind of stuff, he doesn't, eat the shrimp, quite that way. He said it looked different. It probably smelled different because, when you have shrimp and grits, it's really spicy smelling because, they Creole, they put that Creole dressing and all of that kind of stuff on there. And Michael probably never has had anything even remotely close to eating in Louisiana or Creole food and all of that kind of stuff. So, he just like, okay, I don't know what the hell this is. And so Michael eats it and everything. He's like, it's all right. He likes his African food and stuff like that. And of course, Skyla is staring down his throat and making Michael feel uncomfortable and all of that kind of stuff. And so, Angela gets her ribs, and of course, she's showing off. This is her friend restaurant. This is her first time, Michael first time really eating, out at a restaurant that we know of. Probably Angela's probably stopped at a McDonald's or a Burger King or maybe a Arby's or something like that. Church's Fried Chicken, Bojangles, bitch. She's probably stopped at and had that kind of food, but he hasn't sat down in her friend's restaurant. And so, Angela bites off of her rib and makes a big deal out of it, like it's so succulent and all of that kind of stuff. And the rib did look good; it was tender when she bit it. And so, she told Michael to taste a piece of it and everything. And so Michael takes a piece of it, bites a piece off of it, gets very uncomfortable with probably the taste and all of that kind of stuff. And bitch, he spits. And I almost passed out. I almost fell out. I gagged. I'm going to try not to gag now, but for me, spitting is the nastiest thing that a mother can do in your face. And you gonna spit. I heard it when he spit. I heard the piece of whatever it was hit the wall. He's a nasty mother for doing that. I don't care what excuses y'all want to make for Michael. That's nasty and that's inappropriate. It would have spoiled my appetite. I would have got the check, bitch, and I would have left, because even now, just talking about it, I'm nauseous as hell. That was nasty. By any standard, you sitting up there, you outside on the field and you eating pumpkin seeds and you throwing out that was horrific. And then for you to say that it wasn't spit and try to justify what you did when you like that, you. And see, the Angela better than me, because I would have hauled off and backsmacked this just out of instinct, being gross and nauseated and turned out. That was nasty as I don't know what. I don't know why in his culture he think that that's appropriate for him to sit his ass in a restaurant and spit on a wall like that. You nasty, trifling motherfucker. I would have went off in that motherfucker too. And y'all could have said whatever y'all wanted to say. You let somebody sit at a daggone dinner table with me where all of us got our food, sit on the table, and you going to sit up there and spit on a daggone, spit something out. And it could have ricocheted off of the daggone wall and fell on my plate. Bitch, You talk about going off and losing somebody's mind. That was nasty. Thank you so much, Yolanda, for the $4.99 super chat. When he spit that food, when she spit that, but when Michael spit that on the wall, both of them was wrong, but I ain't at that part yet. But thank you, Miss Yolanda. You better ever be somewhere sitting with me eating no daggone food and you spitting out across, spitting on a wall, or spitting out anywhere. Thank you so much, Doc, for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, boo. Nasty mother. Now, I know that we make a whole lot of, God damn it, I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to keep it funky out here. Y'all can say what y'all want to say, do what y'all want to do. We make a whole lot of excuses for Michael's behavior, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not doing it today. I ain't got it to do. Y'all know daggone well that's nasty. And you ain't going to want nobody sitting at no table, honey, whether that you in or you at a 5-star Michelin restaurant. You better not sit your up there and spit. And Angela was like, I know you didn't. She was better than me. I'm trying to tell you, she better than me. I'd have lost my mind. I would have lost my mind. You ain't got no etiquette. You gonna sit up in here and act barbaric like that? And then Angela goes and spits on him, spits food back on him. Bitch, we would have been fighting. She think that remedying that situation is to spit food back on him. Y'all nasty mother. You mean to tell me that neither one of y'all got any more class than that you gonna sit up there and y'all gonna spit back and forth across the table like that while somebody else is on the other end with a plate? I don't care if you was sitting at the restaurant by yourself in a booth somewhere hugged up in the corner. You ain't gonna sit up there and be spitting back and forth on each other. We teach our children not to spit. And here we got two grown adults, Michael spitting on the wall and Angela, and then Michael gonna sit up there in the chair doing a confession and say I didn't spit, but yet and still I did this. Mother, that's spitting. By any vocabulary, in any culture. And then Angela gonna spit daggone ribs up on the man daggone shoulder. You don't do no daggone trifling mess like that. I'd have smacked it. Y'all. I'm not a violent person. No, I'm lying. I'm lying. I used to be. But there are some things that you just react to just off a general reflex. Angela called herself making a point to let Michael know how it felt. And so you can say, one is the greater of the other equal. I don't give a rat's ass. They both was wrong. And Michael was wrong because he didn't even know better. He ain't got no goddamn etiquette. Go sit out there and spit something out instead of taking a napkin to your mouth. It don't take but a second, bitch, to pick up a mouth and go. I have sat in restaurants before and didn't like the food and didn't like the taste of the food. You think I spat across the room? And bitch, if I had spat across the room, you think that we wouldn't have been rumbling up in that daggone booth if Angela had to spit some pork out on my thing? Let me tell you, both of them nasty and they deserve one another. Doing some nasty crap like that. That's just nasty. And it's common sense. Angela could have handled that a whole lot better. She didn't have to do, touche. She didn't have to do, you do it, I do it. Let me show you by doing this. That was nasty too. And if I was Skyla, I would have got the conversation would have been over. I wouldn't have with neither one of them. And I wouldn't have sat down for Christmas dinner because I would have been nauseated. I'm going to tell you right now, even talking about it, recanting the story, I'm nauseous because that was gross. And they're going to sit up there and lie and say I didn't spit. But then get into his green screen confession and say he did because he has something that was in his mouth. So he projectiled it out. You nasty. That auntie move, auntie. Angela was offended because Michael did that. And she's sitting up there in front of her daughter, who she's trying to bojangle and make her daughter think that everything is okay with him when the daughter know ain't nothing but a whole bunch of bull crap. And she's sitting up there looking and saying, God damn, you know, I can't believe he did this. This is embarrassing. Plus, it's her friend restaurant. So she feel like, you know, he just don't like the thing. And he ain't got enough common sense to sit out his mouth and say, I had something in my mouth. You know, you got to excuse me. Can I go to the bathroom or nothing? Motherfucker just going to sit up there and do that. And then people sitting out there on social media trying to make excuses for this motherfucker doing something like that. Let somebody do that at your damn table. Now we all, you know, we all rah for Michael. Don't get it twisted. But goddamn it, we gonna call a thing, and we ain't gonna sit up here and make no excuses for a motherfucker doing nothing like that. So anyway, Skyla was like, okay, what is going on? Michael sit up there. When Angela comes back, he like, you know, I apologize. Angela, you know, softened to herself a little while. Skyla didn't know what happened. Oh, I would have heard and seen that. But Skyla is so fixated on trying to dig up in Michael's behind because she know her mother's a fraud. Her mother's a whole fraud. She said, I'm sitting up here saying, you know, Angela looked like she was really happy, and she did. But for Skyla was like, all my mother trying to do is prove him right, and she don't want to be wrong. So she done brought this guy over here, and she know daggone well. She's sitting up there, and, you know, calling me back and forth, you know, telling me what's going on, but she gonna sit up over here and act like ain't nothing going on, you fake, phony fraud. Skyla is seeing the fraud that her mother is. She said, my mother may be nice, but I'm going to tell you right now, Michael, I'm not. I'm going to be digging up in your butt. Well, what you need to be doing, though, Skyla, is digging up in your sister's butt. You know that sister that's living up in the household with you with her nasty ass? That's who you need to be digging up in somebody's butt about. How about you take care of your own front yard, your own backyard, your own hoarded ass house with your mother? And deal with your nasty sister with all of the stuff she's been accused of doing. No, not accused. Excuse me. Convicted, bitch, of doing. Instead of worrying about what is going on with Angela and Michael. Ain't no way in the world, sister or no sister, that my kids would be sleeping up under the same roof with that her ass. So you need to handle first things first. Instead of worrying about Michael. Now, I understand that's your mom and all that kind of stuff, but you know who your mother is. You know what it is. You know exactly what it is. We gonna sit out here and play no games and have nothing. We ain't giving nobody no excuses for nothing. At least Michael ain't no criminal. Now, he may have spat. Mother. You know, he may have did that, but he ain't no criminal. And if he is, we'll know nothing about it. Y'all nasty. You gonna sit up here and tell my mother, you know, my mother nice. I just, you know, first of all, I can't even believe you here. I can't believe you living in the house with your sister. How about that? And I can't believe that when Michael was there, you know, and y'all don't know nothing about Michael. First of all, y'all hold on. Let me, you know what? Let me sit to the side. Y'all don't know about Michael. Skyla didn't even like Michael. But the day that Michael left, Angela had the audacity to sit out there and talk about they left Michael in the house. Michael was in the house with her grandchild who was sick. You didn't even like the motherfucker. You didn't trust him. You didn't want him over here, but you would leave him. Y'all would leave him with one of y'all kids. They was taking care of the kid, just had surgery, and this and that happened to the kid, and y'all left the kid up in the house with Michael, and y'all don't know him and don't fuck with him. So you was using Michael for what? The cleaning? You was using Michael for straightening up the house? You was using Michael for doing what? Fixing the refrigerator, bitch? And now you got Michael sitting up in there babysitting somebody's child when you don't fuck with him, Skyla? You don't even like the man. Angela told me this is love. This ain't love. This not love. He still got to prove himself. Skyla was got to go and do what you got to do. But y'all sat up there and left that man up in that house with that baby the day he ran, according to the little interview that y'all did. We won't say no names out here, but according to the little interview y'all did, Michael was supposed to have been taking care of the baby. Michael ain't got no daggone parenting skills to be taking care of nobody, baby. When we saw him in Africa with his sister was taking care of her own kids, and he had his mama downtown to the house. He come over here to be watching y'all babies and y'all kids. And we sitting up here looking at Skyla and seeing how much she absolutely despises Michael. And she ready for him to make the wrong move. Well, guess what? He made the right one. He got the fuck out of there. Like a thief in the night, bitch. He act like... Let me try it, girl. Michael had an invisible costume on, honey. The cameras couldn't even detect his ass when he walked out of there. Michael walked out of there, child, like Jesus. Michael was going up out of that, honey. The next thing you saw him and the next thing you didn't, bitch. Michael got the fuck out of that cam. He said, you know, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. And look like on the daggone tell-all, Angela embarrassed the dog Duke out of the man. And Michael said, you know what? Soon and very soon, I'm going to be living like a king. I'm going to get up out of here on that getting up morning. I'm walking up out of here undetected. Bitch, I got a burner phone and a burner in my heart. I'm running up out of this camp. Because Skyla proved in this daggone episode that she don't care nothing about Micah. Michael, like, I got to prove myself to you. I know I got to prove myself to you. Michael couldn't prove nothing to them. I don't care what Michael would have did, what Michael would have said, how Michael would have acted or whatever. Michael wouldn't have ever, okay? Excuse me, my lipstick. You know, that's what happened when you wear cheap, you wear expensive lipstick, okay? But you wear cheap ass gloss, okay? I should have known better, bitch. Get myself together over here. I think somebody has sent another super chat. They did. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Sherry, so much for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. Let me tell you something. I cannot wait for this tell-all. There have been maybe 3 tell-alls that I just was waiting for. One of them was Danielle and Muhammad, bitch. I was waiting on that tell-all. Do you hear me? I remember the day, honey. I remember the day that this is one of the most anticipated top 5 tell-alls that I am waiting to hear because I want to hear what this investigator got to say. Because these was days before Michael got up out that cab. and Anfisa, and what you call 'em? Most anticipated. I could not wait for them bitches to get up there and argue. Okay. But Skyla basically was saying, she don't trust Michael and she don't care nothing about him. And she think that, Angela is out there to prove a point. And I absolutely agree with her. But we about to find out, ain't we, y'all? We about to find out on this daggone tell all what in the whole hell they found on Michael. And I guarantee you they did not find shit. I guarantee you, okay? Now, I could be wrong. But my instinct and my spidey sense bitch is telling me that they didn't find nothing on Michael other than the bull crap that Angela already knew. And Skyla is like, look, if you want to find out something about the man, find out. How daggone private investigator. Stop talking that bull crap and that yickety yang. Find out. And then she always making threats. She was making all kinds of threats when she was over there, in a man hometown or in Africa at least. Why she ain't find out then? Before she brought them over here. Anyway. Y'all let me know downtown in the comment section what y'all think. Because let me tell you right now, Angela's disgusting. She's disgusting. All that she did with Michael with that daggone food, that was disgusting. I would have rather her back smacked him because at least that was instinct and reflex. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not promoting violence. I'm just saying. I don't know how I would have reacted in that, but it would not in that situation, but it wouldn't have been positive for Michael. That's all I can say. Anyway, I thank you all so much for being here tonight. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much, Ray Della, for holding down the fort and making sure that everybody has an opportunity to chat. Y'all told me y'all wanted me to cover about the house. I'll cover about the house and I'll cover about Kevin on Love After Lockup. Okay. And until then, y'all be safe out there in those streets and in those waters. Thank you all so much for the super chats. I really do. Don't have to send them, but you do. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead on and hit that subscribe button. Love y'all. Bye.